This is a video on recognizing slope fields. The question is to match the differential equation with its slope field. We're given 4 different slope fields and 4 different differential equations. So I'm going to be looking at these one equation at a time. Let's start with equation A, y prime equals 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to graph at least a few of the little slope lines for this differential equation. So first, if I look at when y is positive and x is 0, it doesn't matter. Y prime is 2, which means the slope will be about 2. So I plot that little point here with a little slope line of slope about 2. And then I'm going to graph a couple more. If x is positive and y is positive, the slope is still about 2, so I draw a little slope line at 2. And then one more. If y is negative and x is 0, I still get a slope of about 2. We can see that all of the slope lines will be of the same slope, and that is number 4. So we know that number 4 is A. Now let's go to B. B is y prime equals x minus y. And I'm going to graph some little slope lines for that. So first, if y is positive and x is 0, then 0 minus a positive number is negative. So I'm going to draw a little slope line with a negative slope. Next, if x is positive and y is 0, then y prime will be a positive minus 0, or positive, and I draw a little slope line with a positive slope. And then finally, if y is negative and x is 0, we get a positive slope, and then we can see that this graph, number 1, has a negative slope in the positive y-axis. It has a positive slope in the positive x-axis, and it has a positive slope in the negative y-axis. And only this first slope field has that property. You'll notice that for the second slope field, for example, on the y-axis we have a 0 slope, and that doesn't work. And for the third also we have a 0 slope for the y-axis. So we know that number 1 matches B. Now let's go to differential equation C. And here if x is 0 and y is positive, then y prime will be 0. So I draw a little horizontal for positive y, 0x. And next, if x is positive and y is 0, 2 times a positive number is positive. So I draw a little positively sloped line when x is positive and y is 0. And next, if x is negative and y is 0, then I get a little negatively sloped line. We'll notice that slope field 2 has a negatively sloped line on the negative x-axis and a positively sloped lines on the positive x-axis and 0 sloped lines on the positive y-axis. And that way, slope field 2 matches differential equation C. Now, of course, this last one must be D, but let's look at it anyway. Part D, we have x over y is y prime. So if x is 0 and y is positive, you get 0. So that tells it's horizontal, and that matches number 3. If y is 0, then we get an undefined slope, and that gives us a vertical line. So I draw a little vertical line segment, and we can see that on the x-axis we get little vertical line segments. And then finally, on the negative x-axis, also y is 0, and we get more vertical line segments. And we can see that slope field 3 matches differential equation D, and we're done with the problem.